Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Jeff Grant, and today we're going to be looking at that game between the Baltimore Orioles and the Kansas City Royals. How you doing this morning, Jeff?
Doing great, Dax. This is a very interesting series with the Royals being up 2-0, and a lot of their players are already saying that the series isn't going to go back to Baltimore.
And the wonders of 29 years of rest that it does for a team. Now, so far, the Royals, they've actually won 2 of their first games of the series against Baltimore. But the Orioles have actually been able to hold the Royals to only 1 stolen base so far. Now, how have they actually been able to control that particular aspect of the Royals' gameplay, Jeff?
A very unique way of doing it, and of course, Orioles manager Buck Showalter has been in the game for a lot of time, and he's come up with something that I watched, of course, in the first 2 games, is basically the first baseman is off the bag in between first base and the pitching mound by a few steps. And what this is doing is it's kind of creating a distraction for Royals base runners. They're really having to look at the first baseman, and it's really getting in the way of their vision in between the pitching mound and first base. So it's very unique. I've never really seen something like it done. But with that being said, after coming home and a day off, the Royals will adjust to that game plan of the Orioles.
All right, now the Royals, they've actually been really impressive as they've won all 6 of their postseason games. So how confident do you actually think that the Royals are going to be closing out this series at home, as they say?
Very, very confident, obviously. They are talking. This is a young and brash team, and they knocked out, of course, the Oakland Athletics in the AL wildcard game. They should have lost that game. Then they swept the Los Angeles Angels by just absolutely throwing the ball with velocity on the mound, and the Angels were unable to catch up with them. And then Baltimore kind of let them off the hook in Game 1, and then you just kind of felt the momentum, and Game 2 was going to swing their way, and the Royals have taken advantage of it to their credit. So, yes, they are highly confident that they may sweep and earn their first World Series appearance since 1985.
Yeah, a lot of talking has been done. I don't know if that was a wise way to go with it. But anyways, we got for this game, umpire Joe West coming up and making his 33rd appearance behind home plate this season. Now, what do you expect to see from him in terms of strike zone area?
The strike zone area is going to be a little smaller than it's been over the course of the postseason, so both these teams will have to adjust. And, of course, the biggest adjustments will have to be made by the starting pitchers. But just an impressive over-under stat in his 32 previous appearances behind home plate this season, Dax. The over is on a 21-9-2 run.
Interesting. So what are we going to get here? A total bet then?
I'm going to go with the total here. It's important as we shoot this early Monday morning to point out when I was looking over the weather forecast that it's a 100% chance of rain from 5 o'clock local time in Kansas City throughout the night. So I just don't know if this game's going to be played. But with that being said, as long as these 2 listed pitchers of Chen and Guthrie are on the mound, both of them haven't thrown in a while, especially Guthrie. September 26th was the last time he started. He's been known to give up the long ball over the course of his career. And, of course, the Orioles know him very well because he spent 2007 to 2011 as a member of Baltimore's team. So as long as this game goes with Chen and Guthrie as the listed pitchers, I feel confident that this game is going to go over the total. And, of course, if this game gets pushed back to potentially Tuesday, you absolutely need to make sure that Joe West is calling balls and strikes.
All right, you heard it here first. Make sure to go ahead and take Jeff's valuable facts into account before making your bets. And as always, my man, it's a pleasure talking baseball with you, and I look forward to doing it again tomorrow.
Thank you.
No problem, man. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.